everybody, and welcome to NCT's online improv show. Tonight is actually the Main Street show. This is our first time actually doing the Main Street show online. We're very excited. We are going to be streaming this live. It is live. It is improvised. We have no idea what's going to happen. We have no idea what any of our scenes are going to be based on. Because we don't know what our very special guest is going to tell us about yet. So we're very excited. We have Gretchen Kinder here with us as our special guest storyteller for today. She's going to tell us stories based on suggestions, true stories from her life. And then we are all going to create improvised scenes inspired by those stories. So what you guys will also see, if we can go to the next slide, Dorian, is some ways that you can support NCT if you're enjoying the show, if you enjoyed some of our other Quarren content, as we're calling it. You can buy Now Laugh Later gift cards to NCT, and you can also donate through Gold Star. Both of those links will appear in the chat, and we also encourage you to interact in the chat and possibly give us suggestions. So the cast of tonight's show is Dorian Lenz, Daniel Frasco, David Westlake, Julie Silverstein, Kevin Regan, Chrissy Stewart. That's me. And I'm not Chrissy Stewart. I'm Chrissy Lenz. I don't even know what that.
Hey.
Nate McWhorter, and of course our special guest Gretchen Kinder. So we're super excited. We're gonna get rid of the slideshow now, Dorian, thanks. And we're gonna let Gretchen tell us a story. So we had decided that our first story would be based on the random word generator as our suggestion and inspiration this time, which has been somewhat hit or miss as far as like whether the words are good random words or if they're like really dark and sort of creepy. So our word for you is storm.
Storm.
So you can pick a story to tell us based on the suggestion of storm.
I do. One time I had a billy goat in my living room. It was, my kids were little. My oldest was 3 and my youngest was 1 and change. And we had one of those amazing monsoons, that kind of whip things up. And I had opened the door to the backyard to let the fresh air in. And my younger guy was in his high chair and my bigger guy was still asleep. And I look out on my patio and there's a billy goat with a collar on. And I assumed he got, turned loose in the storm. And so I thought, well, if someone likes him enough to put a collar on him, I'll get a leash and get him home, right? And I went and tried to walk. I walked out the back door and I walked towards him and he ran ahead of me. And I walked out some more and he ran ahead of me. And he'd look around and like laugh. And then he went by the dog run and my dogs went bananas. They were barking at him. And he came around the garage and I couldn't see him. And I tried to catch up with him. And my husband had just bought a brand new topper for his pickup truck. And it was in the carport. It wasn't even installed yet. He was on a trip. And so it was just waiting for him to get back. And that billy goat had jumped on top of it and was pounding around on his hoofs on top of my husband's shiny new truck topper. And at that point, I'm like, to heck with you. Like, your fate is sealed. I don't care what happens to you. You can be soup or something. And I chewed him off my husband's truck topper and he ran off. And I went back in the house and I shut the door behind me and that goat was standing by my fireplace. And my younger son was in his, the same goat.
Okay.
This one goat, yeah. And my younger son was screaming his head off. And that woke up my bigger boy. And he was on the other side of the baby gate. And billy goats just stink. They have this little musty, terrible odor. And then if they get excited, they leave marbles and pee a little. So he's making a mess all over my living room. And I chased him into the kitchen. And so he had hooves. So he's hooves on a tile floor. So he's like he's like on ice. He can't get his feet underneath him. So his feet are flailing. And I'm chasing this billy goat around my kitchen island trying to get him out. So I ended up opening all the doors, and the kids thought this was the best thing they'd ever seen. And finally he ran out and left just huge mess everywhere from one end of the house to the next. Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you, Gretchen. I realized that we didn't even introduce you. Like, you're our special guest, and we're just like, now talk. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
I have 2 teenage boys. They're 16 and 14, and they're eating us out of house and home. I kind of live out in the country. I'm outside because my house is very loud and it's hard to be alone there. So I'm out here till the sun sets, and I'm a super fan of NCT. Love you guys.
And I'm a former team member and workshopper, and your kids have been in the workshops, and you have a really interesting life and career, and we're super excited to have you be our first Main Street guest ever. Okay, gang. You can sign off your video now. I'm going to sign off my video, and we're going to see scenes inspired by Gretchen's story.
All right. So it is my understanding that you are looking for both home and auto coverage in case of a goat incident. Is that correct?
Yeah. Honey, that's?
Yes. Yeah. That is accurate. Actually, do you have any way it could cover all livestock? Just goats, or goats, not just goats.
Farm animals.
Farm animals, like cows, chickens, dogs that are extremely loyal.
Llamas, some people have
llamas, ducks, ostriches, really anything that people farm or ranch, we would like coverage against.
Okay, you don't need to explain livestock to me. Okay, I've been around the barn a couple of times.
We're in the right place.
Yes.
Yeah, the problem comes in that we only offer in packages. So you can do a fowl package, which includes duck, geese, goats, and
I'm sorry, goats are in the fowl package?
They are in the fowl package. It's their odor that puts them there.
Oh, okay.
You could do an ungulate package, which is of course all things with ungulates. I didn't get a degree in zoology, so I couldn't tell you what livestock are ungulates.
What a weird one to bring up then. What a weird one. Your sales pitch, and you're just bringing up.
Honey, he's just reading the manual. He's just
okay. Sorry. Just thought we were dealing with a professional.
Julie and Nate. It is my honor to bestow upon this young man a degree in zoological biology, in knowing that you will use this to its greatest advantage to move forward not only animal kind, but humankind as well. Go forward now, young zoologist.
Thank you.
Do Mother Earth's work.
Thank you. Yes, so it turns out the ungulate package covers all organisms with a middle toe in between their hooves. It's a developmental stage sort of thing.
Okay. Sorry, that sounded good, but you continue. Were there more
the ungulate package includes elephants as well as antelope.
Honey, I don't think we need to splurge for elephants and antelope.
No, and to be honest, we had that recent goat incident and we live near a golf course. So as far as ducks and geese go, it sounds like that's our better option.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Check out Nate and Julie. Hey, son, I'm really proud of you. I'm really proud, but do you think that State Farm is really the career choice? You spent a lot of time in college.
I did. But they're really branching out with their zoological studies in State Farm.
Right. Right. I feel like you're underutilizing all your gifts,
I got to tell old cranky couple that foul are important. Only
Okay.
a pretentious person would use that word, right? So that's
Tag
cool.
out Dorian.
Welcome to State Farm. We're happy to have you here. We hired you especially because we're trying to emphasize the farm portion of our name, and you good experience with that.
Tag out Julie. Now, we understand that you come highly recommended, and we here at Farmers Insurance are not going to let State Farm beat us out. And you are the top animal insurance seller and insurer in the world.
Tag out Daniel. Really? You're going there?
Yeah, that's right. I'm going there. I knew your motives for
Edit
calling. I
with
knew
Kevin and David.
All right, Barnyard crew. I hope you guys are ready because next big storm that comes around, okay? I'm gonna get out there.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna get into a tornado, and I'm gonna go to Oz.
Oh no way.
I've been
Oh,
watching
man.
through the window. I mean, it looks like a great place where the animals, the animals there, they talk and they move around and they get.
I already got the ruby slippers. Like I already bought them. All good to go.
How you have a bank account where?
Yeah,
buying
you know-
what animals. What?
Yeah, of course. I've came prepared. You know, I actually have Farm Bureau insurance, so it really helps. They're also really good with the fashion department too. I mean, what can I say?
Wow, I don't know what to say. I mean, here I am, just a goat, and I don't have any possessions. That's why I'm trying to get to Oz. And
Well, they're doing. Yeah, I mean, they're helping the animals as well. You know, because sometimes you just want to hop on top of toppers and just go bananas. You know?
right, but wait, what? So why do you have insurance then?
Because
Did you
goats
get
be
sued?
goats be crazy. You know? You feel me? You feel me? You understand?
I mean, Greg is a sheep, but I don't. Do you also have some kind of insurance 401k situation?
I'm not sure how this works. I just go with the flow.
Look,
It
Lisa,
doesn't seem like that at all. All right, here I am thinking that you were
Hey,
an
you
orphan
guys.
goose.
You guys, I don't know if you noticed this or not, but if you look up in the barn, there's like a weird web that says Wilbur in it. You guys see that? You guys see that?
Yeah, that's strange.
Okay. All right. Carry on.
I wonder if that'll go anywhere.
anyway, like I was saying, if you're gonna go on this trip, you need to have a will in place before you go, so we know what to do with your assets in case something unfortunate happens.
You get me, Greg.
Wait, what? I don't have any possessions. I just said I got this little pile of hay here that's only mine until I eat it and turn it into marbles.
Well, if you save it, it will mature over time. It could grow even more and mature even more, and it could develop into a nice little safety net, literally. like a
Tag
safety
out
net.
David and Kevin.
My pretty little goat. Welcome to Oz.
I did it! I made it all the way here! Yay! I'm a goat.
But you're never getting home. Now,
that's fine.
I hope you have your affairs in order.
Yeah, I left the pile of hay to whoever wants to eat it. I don't. Do I need insurance here too? I kind of just wanted to be a goat. I was
That-
hoping someone would give me a medal.
No, you don't get a medal for just leaving a pile of hay. What are you thinking?
I don't know. I don't know what to think anymore. Nothing is the way I thought it was gonna be.
Well, if you're going to be here in Oz, you have to make sure that your affairs are in order, that you have all of your documentation in triplicate, laminated.
I don't even think I came from an official goat purchase. I think I was a rogue goat.
I'm sorry, we got to send you back then. I'm sorry.
You just said
I thought
Edit,
that you
back to the
were.
farm.
Edit. We go now to the scene of a break-in with a cop and the victim of the break-in, who can be anybody. So says here, Miss Bo Peep, that you came home and one of your sheeps was gone.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It was the worst thing I have ever seen.
So can you describe the sheeps to me?
Yeah, where do I begin? White.
Like standard sheep stuff, right?
Yeah, like
Okay.
white, tiny.
All right. Now, just spitballing, just saying things here. Do you have anyone who may have a grudge against you? You may have made angry at any point. That anyone that could possibly want to take your sheep.
I had a run-in with a band of wolves a little while back.
Okay. Now there's a lot of bands of wolves in the area. So were these the Lobos? Were these the Wolverines? Were these the just regular wolves? They're the worst.
Mm-hmm.
The
I
regular
think they
wolves.
belonged to that little boy who's their ringleader.
The little boy that lives down the way?
Mm-hmm.
The one that's selling illegal black sheep fur?
That's right, but he doesn't have it the first time. Then you go back and he doesn't have it again. Then you go back the third time and you're like, no, I know you don't have it. That little boy.
Hold on. Bo Peep, I hate to do this, but you just admitted to purchasing illegal black sheep fur. You're gonna have to come downtown with me, Bo Peep. I'm sorry.
I've never been downtown. A gal like me downtown? No.
Well, you should have thought of that before you went and bought off the market black wool sheep from some boy who, I gotta say, I never thought I'd see you messing around with him. But I knew you two living near each other was gonna be danger.
We go to a very fancy 5-star restaurant. Oh, bonjour, bonjour. I see that you are here today for one of our very fine mystery soups.
Thank you. This place has come well recommended, so I'm excited to be here.
Yes, indeed. We have only the most mysterious soups made from the most exciting ingredients.
Oh.
I have here, I will ladle for you,
Oh, thank you.
a soup made from a very naughty goat.
Oh.
Yes, you can taste the mischief in the goat as it hits your palate and slides down. You can taste that this goat did not mess around. He made a mess around, but he did not mess around.
Is that do I also taste a little cumin in there? Is that a little cumin?
Yes, and it has a nice an oaky finish. You know, it eats a little salty, but I think that you will find this mischievous goat is quite delicious.
Just a question for the chef, if you wouldn't mind. Is that am I tasting a little bit of like urban sprawl, a little suburban attack?
Oh, you have quite a discerning palate. Oh, I am so excited to give you this next piece. This bread. Now it is in a basket made of wool shorn from a sheep that had insurance.
Oh, is that? What am I smelling there? Am I smelling like north of the 202? Am I smelling north of the 202?
Oh, yes, absolutely. And that is hay that has been allowed to mature.
Oh, it's delicious, man. I'm gonna give you guys if I could give you 6 stars, I would totally give you 6 stars. This restaurant is amazing.
You can give us as many stars as you want. But wait, you must taste this wine, this delicious wine we have for you.
Oh.
This wine was set in front of a baby who watched a wild animal tear its house apart.
Oh.
The baby did not drink the wine, but it was placed in front of the baby.
That smells good.
Edit.
I'm smelling an edit.
We opened to inside a farmhouse, not the barn, but where the farmer lived, and we have all these farm animals around. All right, thank you, the both of you, for coming to my meeting. I really appreciate it. Now that we've taken over the farmhouse and got rid of Farmer Joe, I want to say that I think in order to bring more animals here, because most of them just left, they were tired of my rulership. We'll switch this to a management and run a hotel. And I was wondering what you all thought about it. Yes, the one with the tofa.
Right. Yeah. That's not really the business plan we set up. A hotel.
Oh.
I mean, are we really ready for that kind of commitment right now?
Well-
I mean, we're literally in the middle of anarchy.
True. Yeah, I just thought the totalitarian strategy wasn't really working out. You know, it descended into chaos.
Oh my God, you're still here. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna run in and just grab some of my clothes and I'll be out of here. You can have the house.
Please
I'm sorry.
make yourself at home. No, you see what I mean? Like people
What are you doing,
afraid of us.
Petey? What are you doing?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
I was trying to let them in, but they were too scared.
But you're already descending into hospitality?
Yeah, because the terror didn't work, you know, and I can't just rule two of you. Like that doesn't work.
Well, who said anything about ruling? I thought we were going to agree to stuff together. I mean,
Yeah, but
when we said down with the man, we all said yeah, and then we attacked.
yeah, but then I just, you know, I'm starting to get
Who
a little
put
greedy
you
now.
in
I need more.
charge?
I need more. What can I say? I need more.
This
And-
was supposed to be a 3-branch government.
Yeah, I mean checks and balances, right?
Forget
Edit.
checks and balances for what I want.
Edit, we cut to George Orwell speaking with his publisher about the scene we have just seen. So George, I like it. I don't think it resonates well with youth culture.
Okay, I hear you.
The symbolism's great.
Yeah.
It's no 1982. I think that if you want to do it, you got to start over, do a Russian Revolution sort of situation.
Okay, well that wouldn't be my next choice. How about this? How about in the next take, the farm animals they're trying to like they open like a like a free society, like what do you call those with like hippies?
I'd love to see it, whatever one of those things are called.
Yeah, like hippies live there.
The
Like
70s.
a commune, like an animal commune
Oh,
where the animals are all hippies.
yeah.
I don't know.
I
gotta
love that
tell you,
idea.
I gotta tell you, I'm really lost on this thing. I don't.
I don't
Edit.
think you need to be.
Hello there. Welcome to Reggie's Cleaning Service, the first employee orientation day. Now, the two of you have agreed to go out and be Reggie's Cleaning Service associates. That means that you are going to be going into people's houses and you are going to be cleaning up the messes that are left. Now, because we're not an ordinary cleaning service. We only clean up messes left by any sort of livestock or wild animal. If you get to a house and someone has a dog and it looks like that dog has pooped all over the place and they're too lazy to pick it up, you leave that house. Does everyone understand? That is the first rule of Reggie's Cleaning Service. Yes, Kevin.
What exactly accounts for an animal? Like, do humans count as animals as well?
Right. This is actually the second rule of Reggie's Cleaning Service. The only bipedal animals that Reggie's service cleans up after are birds. If it looks like a bipedal animal that is not a bird has made a doo-doo, you do not clean up that doo-doo.
All right, good job, you guys. We're gonna bring Gretchen back for another story. Gretchen, we're going back to the random word generator. Oh, you're like in the woods now.
My son has started practicing his drums, over by his bedroom's off by the garage, and it's hard to be alone here. Yeah.
Okay. Your random word is museum.
Museum. All right. So my sons started this really great game tradition of playing hide and seek in amazingly epic spots. They did, I don't know, like a 3-hour hide and seek on the USS Midway in San Diego.
Okay.
The aircraft carrier. So we were in New York around Christmas time, and we decided to play hide and seek in the Metropolitan Museum of Art. So
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever been there, but it's been added on to like 24 or 25 times. It's
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 confusing
exhausting.
place.
Yeah, you can't get through all of it in one day for sure. So we started our game in like the colonial American stuff, and we were like, Axel was a team on his own, and Gage and I were another team, and he was hiding behind chairs, and they have all those little rooms and stuff set up, like old-timey rooms. He'd hide in those, and he'd stand by other people, and he'd blend in with other families. And you know, I caught a glimpse of him. He stood in front of Washington crossing the Delaware. You know, like kind of acted like he was with Washington crossing the Delaware. And then we ended up over in the Asian section, and he was like hiding behind Buddhas, but casually. You know, it wasn't disrespectful or anything. And this went on, and then I couldn't get him on the phone, and it was time to go. And we looked and finally found him. But it's great. It's super fun, and it was exhausting. Our feet were on fire when we were done, but we went much of the museum, but kind of didn't see much. We saw mostly just other people.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Gretchen. We're going to sign off our video and see some scenes inspired by that story.
Okay, class, welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. It's good to see you. I hope you guys all had a great summer. Everybody have a good summer?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. So we're going to talk a little bit today about the things that we did this summer. Just to get a refresher, I'll start. My fiance and I, we hiked in Yellowstone, and we got to see Old Faithful, and it was so beautiful to see all of, you know, the great creations and the nature out there. So let's go around the room and tell us a little bit about your summer. I know one of you guys was in New York this summer, so that's cool. I'm excited to hear about that. Who wants to start? Ken, why don't you start?
Okay, I guess I'll start. Oh my gosh. It sounds like you had a great summer, Mr. S.
Yeah.
Well, I was in New York, and my family and I, we have this fun little game where we like to play freeze tag in the middle of Times Square.
Oh, okay.
Which was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Did you see anything cool in Times Square? Did you see the cool, like there's like a M&M museum kind of in Times Square? Did you see that?
Yeah, I stood in front of it for hours. I didn't go in.
Oh,
I was
okay.
frozen, and we play by the rules, Mr. S. And that was a lot of fun. But it was cold. I know that it was the summertime, but it got a little cold for us. And we couldn't put our jackets on because we were frozen, and then we all got frostbite.
Summer frostbite. That could be bad. All right. Well, thank you. Let's all say thank Kevin. Oh, thanks for joining us. Come on in. Who's next? Who wants to go next? Josh. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so I can't beat that. But my family and I, what we did was we went to the Grand Canyon.
Okay.
And we played Foursquare.
Oh.
It was really fun. Yeah, we just tossed the ball around and bounced it from one way to the other to each other. And yeah, it was. I mean, the rocks were okay.
Did you see any of the sites there? I know that there's like old ancient Native American sites that you can kind of take a look at. Did you see any of that?
We saw people watching us. They just stared and were wondering why we were playing. We lost the ball, but we had to go back all the way down to get it.
Wow.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you for sharing. Everyone say thank you to Josh for sharing. Okay, all right.
Josh.
Thank you, Josh.
Who's next? Who wants to go next? Oh, we have Kimmy down there. Kimmy?
Hi, my family went to Washington D.C. and we have a tradition where whenever we go someplace new, we play hopscotch. Yeah, it was really great. Like not disrespectful or anything, but like it was super great to play hopscotch.
Awesome. Did you see the White House or the Washington Monument?
No, we didn't hop that far.
What about the Lincoln Memorial? Did you guys see that? Did you go there?
I mean, like I just couldn't throw the rock that far. We saw the lobby of the airport.
Okay. Okay. And anyone else? Anyone else want to share today? Brad.
Well, we were going to go to San Francisco over the summer, but my dad, he's an investment banker, and he made us save up our allowance from the entire school year. Okay. And on the last day of school, we came home, and he sat us down, and we played a game of Monopoly that used our allowances from the whole year. And if we won and had money left over, we got to go on the trip.
Okay.
We didn't win. My dad took all of my allowance, and we stayed home all summer, and I learned math.
Edit. Well, next time we're going into my kitchen. Wait, you're not my kid. Wait a minute. Oh. I think when I was coming back from the grocery store, I thought that we had something extra in the car, and I guess you came with us?
Yeah, my family, we're just playing like hide and seek. So got in your car, you left, so you ruined the game.
You did a really good job. I didn't see you. I mean, but
well,
I mean, you're welcome to stay if you want. We're having burgers for dinner.
No, look, we got to keep training, okay? Hide and seek Olympics are coming up. We came in silver last year, and I'm not going to let that happen again.
Okay.
Not even you are going to stop me. So I'm going to keep playing hide and seek in this house.
There's a knock at Julie's door.
Oh, excuse me. I'm going to go answer the door. Just a second.
Tag out, Kevin.
Who is it?
Hi, just a couple quick questions for you. You were recently seen at the Safeway on the corner of Scottsdale and Shea.
Right. I just did a lot of shopping, for the week.
So do you mind if I come in and take a look around?
Well, I still have the bags all over the place, but sure, can I ask what this is?
You seem a little jumpy. Are you hiding anything or anyone?
No, nobody is hiding at all.
Why did you say the word hiding louder than the other words?
I do that sometimes. I like The Simpsons, and the one guy who talks funny. That's what I do sometimes, and so some of the words come out like that. But
I think that that if you were illegally hiding someone's 11-year-old son, that would be.
Is that illegal? I mean,
all right. I got other houses and other doors to knock on.
Tag out Chrissy. We go to the interrogation room. All right, look. We know all about the 11-year-old boy hiding in your house. We know all about it. All right. But here's what I need to know about. I'm an undercover CIA agent. I understand that you also have been hiding a goat in your home. Is that correct? We found droppings and pearls and whatever they call them all over the place.
I don't think I should answer that without my lawyer.
Did you hear the problem? Right? No, I don't know. I'm in the CIA.
I know, but that's even more than police. And that's, I mean,
Look, all you got to do is come clean. Tell us about the goats and the boys.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the World Series of Hide and Go Seek. somebody's gonna have to come out at some point, and guys, hello. Oh, I got you. I
darn
got
it, no.
you. I knew that would work one of these days.
Bring, bring. Bring, bring.
God. Hey, what's going on?
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, hi.
Hey, yeah. Hi.
Hey, I saw your sign.
Uh-huh.
Saw your missing sign.
Yeah. Yeah.
Said you're missing a sloth.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. It got out about a week ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
I found him.
Okay. Was he happy? Was he hungry?
Well, I don't know anything about sloths, man.
Oh. Well, okay. Yeah,
he's
no,
like
they'll eat kind of anything. I mean, as long as it's kind of green and leafy, they'll eat it.
Okay, but
Yeah, her name's Ruthie. So if you just, she likes being tickled under the chin. And yeah, just kind of look after her for me. And
wait, no, you have to come get this sloth, man.
oh yeah, no man.
It's been on my stairwell for like 2 days.
Oh yeah,
It's
she loves.
slowly moving up my stairwell. I can't get upstairs. I can't get to my bedrooms.
Well, I mean, she's not gonna bite. It's a sloth. You can get by her. It's pretty slow.
Hey man, why do you have a sloth?
Well, they're great pets. They're loyal.
Also, how did you lose a sloth? How did you lose it?
Hey, listen, man, I don't call your number out of nowhere asking you questions about your life.
You put up a sign said lost sloth.
Yeah, because I lost my sloth, then you found him, and then you call me and you start throwing accusations all over the place that I'm a bad sloth owner and that maybe I shouldn't be allowed to have such an exotic and dangerous animal as a sloth. But yet,
well, those were not things said out loud, but inferred. All of that is true.
And that's what I thought. Well, you know what? I don't need you question. You know what? You take care of a sloth for a little bit, and then judge me if whether or not I'm able to keep one around or not.
Edit. We go to George Washington's boat as he's crossing the Delaware. All right. First mate McGillicuddy, please do roll call and ensure that there is no extra person on board this vessel. Okay, I suppose I'll do it myself. Brad.
Here.
Oh boy, not the sharpest tools we brought with us this Christmas morning.
I'm Brad.
Oh, thank you, Brad. I'm glad to see that you're here.
I'm also Brad.
Oh no.
There's two Brads. There's Brad M and I'm Brad J.
Okay. Sounds good. Other boys, I don't have your names. Would you regale them for me?
Just Steve.
All right, I'll pencil you in.
Cool.
And other?
I can't read because it's 1771 and there's no public education.
I'd like to have a sidebar with the rest of the folks on this boat, but seeing as it's a boat, we can't have that opportunity.
So I'm not comfortable anyway.
No,
Just
we
keep
could ask
going.
the others to stick their fingers in their ears and hum a Revolutionary War tune.
That's good. That's good. For the Patriots, the Americans.
Right.
Well,
Not you, Brad.
But they're all doing it. Did you want me and Brad M to stay?
And just Steve, you penciled me in. So
I got you, just Steve.
Cool.
I have a question.
Oh
I have a
boy.
question.
Yes, Brad.
Are we winning?
By a miracle, yes.
We are.
I have a question too. Like, is this like a sneak attack? Like, should I be like prepared?
Quieter. Yes, it is a
Cut
sneak
to the
attack.
other side of the river lake.
Oh, perfect.
It's the river.
Hello.
Well, hello, George.
Were you looking for me?
We heard you the whole time.
Darn it.
You were very not quiet.
Well, how about we try this again tomorrow?
A gentleman's do-over?
That's right. I'll be here tomorrow.
All right.
The next day. Why are we doing it again?
Because it's important
But
that
we
we
went
win.
there yesterday.
I like it. You know that. Oh, I like it. You know they'll never see it coming.
Thank
I
you.
think
Just-
one of those two guys sounded real British yesterday, General. Like me and Brad M. Like we sound American.
What? No, pish posh, everyone.
That's
Also,
right.
there's another person in the boat with us today that wasn't.
That's
here.
what I was trying to figure out from the beginning. Please state
Excuse
yourself.
me. I think I'm in the wrong boat.
She sounds British.
My name is Randy Redcoat, and I was looking for the British boat.
Oh, you're looking for the one just beyond yonder, the one far across the creek.
Oh, I
Edit,
wake
we
up
got
too
to
late.
George Orwell and his publicist discussing this scene in an unpublished work. Yeah, I think like originally, like I was thinking, oh, there's a spy in the boat with George Washington. Like we
Yeah.
figured out who it was, and then like all these other characters just started. Like,
Yeah.
Does it read?
No, not well. I think that the best way to probably go about that is to like know your characters before you start writing. I also don't think George Washington was that frazzled.
I mean, look, I'm just the vessel, all right? Like the stories come through me. I don't like.
But they're not good stories, George.
Well, let's see what every 7th grader 100 years from now thinks about that.
Edit, go to the 7th grade class.
Okay, so class, this is history. I hope that you've been studying all summer. Today we're going to talk about the American Revolution, which of course, as you know, took place in 1771. With the George Washington and random other people. Yes. Can you please take off your hat, Steve?
Fine, Miss Evans. So I wanted to talk about when George Washington crossed Lake Wobegon.
Yes.
I'm glad you've done the reading.
Yeah. Was it summer or winter? I don't know. It couldn't tell from the story. Plus, I was playing Switch all night, so I got tired.
Didn't you read that the lake froze over? So it was clearly in the spring.
Yeah. It was froze over in the spring,
yes,
and
Timmy.
everybody got summer frostbite.
Yes, Timmy, yes. I hope you did the reading.
My dad said that George Washington didn't even really like do anything. It was all these guys named Brad M and Brad J. They said they did everything and they rode the whole time. And
Timmy.
that's what the history books won't tell you.
Timmy, let me tell you something. You're right. I have to teach this curriculum. I
What
have to
I'm
teach
saying.
George Washington stuff. But we
Yeah.
know it's Brad.
That's right. Justice for Brads.
Yeah. Mike, you have a question.
Yeah, well, actually, I have a comment, and I just want to say I really appreciate the symbolism from the creator of Randy Redcoat. I feel like the fact that he stood out so much meant like he was his own person, and I really respect that. That's all I gotta say.
Thank you. Okay, so for our class play this semester, we're going to have Brad
Miss Evans,
Randy.
Greg had a question.
Oh, I'm sorry, Greg. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't see your hand.
I don't know if this is the right time to be confessing this, but I still can't read.
Yeah, you're gonna have
my
to,
family for
you're
some
gonna
reason.
have to
I
talk
just-
to Mrs. Ellison in the English department. I'm just doing history.
Miss Evans, Greg's
Yes.
mom is on mute.
That's why
I
Greg.
found Greg. I found you. You thought you lost me on that battleship in Southern California, but I told you I'd find you, Greg. I told you I'd find you. I've been checking every 7th grade class that I could find.
Greg, were you that stowaway we read about in the papers?
No.
Found you, Greg.
Greg?
Found you. And you know what, Greg? Now you're it.
Edit. We we cut to me and Daniel. Oh my gosh. I didn't realize we left you frozen outside the pyramids of Giza for 5 years. No one's come by to unfreeze you.
Yeah, and I haven't shaved that entire time either.
Wow.
So that's
How have you survived and you stayed so dedicated to this game? And we honestly all thought you died.
and you didn't did you have a funeral for me?
Yes. Yes. There was a wake. It's where I met my wife.
You're married?
Yeah.
Well, will you unfreeze me?
Well,
Timmy.
I mean, I retired in 2017.
All right, great
I
job,
couldn't-
everybody. Come back. So that's our Main Street show for tonight. Thank you so much if you're watching with us live in the stream. Thank you if you're watching who knows when at some later time. We appreciate you either way. Please stay tuned to the NCT YouTube channel. We have lots of different shows coming up and all kinds of fun things. We want to say thank you to everybody who was part of the show tonight, starting with Julie. Wave, Julie, so everyone knows. No, Julie's waving. Don't wave at Julie, or they'll think that you're Julie, David. All right, David.
Yeah.
No, Dorian, no. Just David.
Oh.
Kevin. No. All right. Now everyone except Daniel wave. No, you're not supposed to. All right. And that's Nate. Nate, say hi.
Hi.
And Dorian. And our special guest, Gretchen. Thank you so much, Gretchen. We appreciate
Thank you. It was
great.
So much fun.
Yay. Stay tuned. We'll see you guys all next time. Bye.